Soon we will see how beautifully arranged the Mass is. It appeals to us through and through. It engages all of our senses, sights of art and actions, smell of incense, sound of bells and music, touch of holy water, taste of bread and wine. Its symbols are pregnant with meaning that appeals both to our mind and heart. Strong emotion can be evoked by the sheer beauty of some celebrations. It can appeal to the deepest parts of who we are. Yet the most beautiful thing about Mass is not just that it appeals to our subjective experience, but that it objectively brings about the grace of God to which it points. In other words, it does not depend on us. Whether we experience feelings of what is happening or not, the miracle of the Mass occurs. This prayer is first God's initiative, not our own. Our relationship with God does not depend on our feelings. And in this way, Jesus is calling us to a deeper kind of relationship. Love, at its heart, is not just a feeling. Love is a free choice to give the whole of oneself to another solely for the good of that other person. This is how God loves us in the Mass, and His love for us, His presence to us, does not cease just because we may not feel Him there. Perhaps we are tired or distracted. Certainly that is not ideal, but this does not mean that God has stopped desiring that we come to know and love and serve Him more. This fact teaches us that when we return to daily life outside of Mass, and we may not feel God, He is still intimately close. There may be times when you feel like Jesus did on the cross, my God, why have you forsaken me?" But He knew that feeling abandoned did not determine the Father's presence. He knew what the psalm which He began to recite expressed. For He has never despised nor scorned the poverty of the poor. From him He has not hidden His face. But He heard the poor man when he cried, declare His faithfulness to peoples yet unborn. This the Mass declares to you. God has not abandoned His people, but He continues to dwell with us as incarnate as He was 2,000 years ago in Palestine, now in the Eucharist. Before Mass begins, a prelude is often played. I have found this helpful in focusing on prayer. It captures the mind, holds it from strain, from being blown about by the winds of thought, and attaches it to the heart of Christ. Do you hear the organ play? From where can such beauty come? How can the heart resist being lifted to praise the origin of beauty, the beautiful one? Chant has the ability to do something of the same, calming the restless heart and mind, and allowing it to rest in Thee, O Lord.